Hi, my name is Mark Monlux, and welcome to Mastermind, September 29th, 2016.
It's Mastermind? What we're doing is Mastermind. Are we going to follow a Mastermind process then, if we're going to call it Mastermind? Whoops.
Is there a Mastermind process?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh, maybe that should be the subject today. What is the Mastermind?
What is Mastermind? Let me see if I can find something. I've been invited to join some Mastermind groups and have decided that they weren't really what I wanted. Oh, excuse me again. Boy.
Well, this is or like a group to help us get our books done.
Right, it was.
And I think people got disheartened.
Well, I wonder, I mean, I know for me, it was just, just a lot of family stuff got in the way. And I just, at some point said, okay, this isn't the time to do, this is not the year to do my, this is trying to get some light there.
Oh.
I don't like the way I look.
You're being a little too I'm still using a $35 camera that I got at Fred Meyer's that was just plug and play, so the quality and level on it's not that great.
Well, the camera I'm using is the one that's built into my laptop, so that's all there is to that. Mastermind group is usually a group of different people who have some kind of goals that they're trying to reach, and the group is then supportive and gives ideas and feedback and keeps you accountable. And I know that's what we started off trying to do.
Yeah, I'm just keeping the name because I'm used to it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I thought we were going to change it to something else because we weren't doing.
You can come up with a clever name, because I am terrible, absolutely miserable at coming up with names for things. So.
Oh, I'm not that good at it either. So, it's our check-in group. I mean, I still do want to work on my book, and in about 2 weeks, my schedule opens up, and I think I'm going to actually take time off from working
and actually
to work on the book. I don't think I'm going to take any more paying gigs for a few months, so I can just work on the book, which will be really hard to do because I spent a lot of money this summer.
I wish I had spent more money this summer. I wish I had bought some of those tripods that were on sale at the IFBP conference and just mailed them home.
Oh,
because they were selling them for $20 each.
The tripods?
Yeah, because I had all those tripods there for the event. So. Yeah, and then I approached Mark. There was this pile of tripods. One's yours for $20. I went, wow.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
I know. Shoot. I should have done it.
You mean like, were they for putting charts on?
Well, the tripods that everyone uses for graphic facilitation to put their boards on. Well, those had to come from somewhere.
The ones from Neuland.
Did Neuland supply all of them for the IFBP conference?
I don't know. Oh, probably not. I didn't realize that the hotel hadn't just supplied them.
No, the hotel hadn't supplied them. We had to come up with the group had to come.
Wow.
Because there were so many of them, the group came up with them. So that must be a budget.
That's amazing.
Next year, I'm going to be asking to see if I didn't know about that the year before. So I do know that Foggy ended up walking away with the collapsible wall. What's it called? They had a special name for it. You know, the one that they demoed in front of the group? Are you frozen?
Mark, you're going away.
Oh, how am I now? You kind of froze up on me.
You're fine.
Oh, it must have been just a glitch.
Okay, I just closed out another window that I had open, so hopefully that will help.
So I was doing a very simple Photoshop project earlier today. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Okay,
sure. I don't know why I'm yawning, but I'm gonna get something to drink. Hold on. I have my handy dandy water glass from conference. I love it. Yeah, so go ahead. I'm gonna.
Okay, so in this project, we have the CEO of True Blue, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month at the company. And so this photograph was taken of him in a pink shirt, and the editor, the guy that hires me to do all the storyboards and things, he was looking at this and he says, "Mark, can you please make that pink in the shirt pops a little bit more?" So what I did was I copied this layer and then I duplicated it, and then I used the levels to notch up the pink, but I also masked it so that it's only the pink shirt that's showing up. And because what levels does is you can control the amount of color or change the color in something by moving some sliders around. So you can make a yellow shirt pink or a pink shirt blue. In this case, it was just making a pink shirt look more pink, which was fairly easy. And then what you do is you can tell in this original photograph, see how there's more contrast in the shirt?
No, I can't see anything right now. All I can see is you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on.
With a yellow shirt. I thought you were going to show it to me.
I am. I forgot to hit a button.
Ah.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
So let's try this.
Yeah, that's a pink shirt.
So in order to make it pinker, I copied the copied the layer, then I masked it so that only the shirt showed up, and then
how did you mask it?
Oh, it's really easy to mask something. Let me show you. You over here on pardon me. This is inside Photoshop.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
So, I'm going to duplicate this layer really quickly for demonstration. So I'm duplicating it. Okay, I've duplicated the layer. And let's say that I wanted to, I'm getting rid of all the other layers. Let's say that I want to, again, mask this shirt.
Right.
Down here is the little mask button. And I'll just click on that. And now, if I use my paint tool, and I'm going to use a fairly large paint tool, and bring it down to my image here. See how when I move my paint tool around,
yeah,
you get the background.
Right.
And to go really in tight, what you do is you make a mask by just using the black. and then you switch over to an airbrush tool, or rather you make your brush, you select your brush tool, but now you change your tip a little bit so that it's got more of a fuzzy edge. And see how...
Oh, yeah.
You can also control the opacity and how much ink goes down. It's
right.
The reason it's called an airbrush tool is because you could do the same thing on an airbrush depending on how much you, how fast you sprayed the paint out, and also how hard you held down on your plunger on your needle.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So you go around the outside of, and if you mess up and you go in like this, then you just switch over to white and you airbrush it in from the other way.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So this is a fairly common trick inside Photoshop.
Yep.
So what I did was on the shirt, I masked everything but the shirt, got rid of the hand there.
Yep.
I used what's called levels.
Yep.
I'll bring that down so you can see that. Oh, hang on. For some reason, I've got my work on two screens. For some reason, I can't seem to drag levels down. But in order to make that shirt underneath, to make this shirt looks more real, on this layer, up here underneath opacity, you see I have it down at 89%.
Yep.
So I could notch it way down and have the shirt underneath really show up as far as these contrasts go. And the more I notch it up, the pinker his shirt gets.
Right.
Because I'm increasing the opacity, so I want to find a happy medium between these wonderful shadows. Because if by leveling you destroy some of the contrast.
Right.
And so my client was very happy with that.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
And that was a quick little half-hour project I did for him. That's my niece. These are some sketch notes. Anyway, so that's I'll stop sharing.
No, that's all right.
That's my Photoshop trick for today. So I've actually been working on a book for a side project that I'm doing. I think I might mention that I've been working on a deck of cards with each face of the card being a different obscure movie monster. So I have a series of like 54 of them, and I was going to do a Kickstarter in October. Because I figured that's
for the cards.
For the cards, and I thought it would be fun to have give everybody a PDF of a book describing what the monsters did in each movie. So.
Wait, what is your deck of cards for?
It's obscure movie monsters.
Oh, I think that got cut out.
Oh, okay.
Obscure.
Yeah, would you like to see
movie monsters?
Yeah, I started doing this.
Okay, are they actual monsters, or are they are they literally monsters, or are they psychological monsters?
They're real monsters. They're real monsters taken from movies. So let me
okay, like Godzilla.
Oh, but these are obscure ones.
Oh, okay, so obscure.
Very, very obscure. Like you may not have seen the green slime, or let's see. I started this project back in 2014. During every October, artists do this thing called Inktober or Drawloween.
Oh, really?
Or you do an ink drawing every day in the month of October, And then draw a lean is sort of like any type of a drawing, but it follows a calendar of monsters, like Frankenstein one day, or so let's see. I'm going to show you a nice horrible movie monster that you probably haven't seen before. Oh, here we go. Here's one. I'll put that up on the screen. So this is from.
Oh my!
This is a movie called The Cyclops.
Okay.
About a guy he turns into a giant monster. Let's see. Where's another one? Here we go. This is from the very first Japanese horror movie that was filmed in color, and it's called Matango, or in English, The Attack of the Mushroom People.
Okay.
So I just had a lot of fun doing all these really obscure monsters, and I thought on the deck of cards it says what movie they're from, but it doesn't go into, where the monster came from or any of that noise. So I thought, okay, it'd be fun as a certain, if I reach a certain pledge level, to give everyone a free PDF. So I've been writing up little descriptions. And I have one more description to go, and then I'm ready to send the rough draft off to my copy editor. So not the book that I originally started working on in this group, but hey, I'm getting a book done.
But you're getting a book.
So what have you been working on?
Oh, wow. I was gone all of August. So for the past month, I've been trying to be back and be present in Seattle. I've had a few work assignments, work jobs, and I'm finding that I'm kind of bored with just graphic recording.
You are?
I am really. Oh, look at that. That is really good. What is that one?
Oh,
it's like
that's
this.
from the Killer Shrews, where these shrews grow to gigantic proportions on an island, and shrews, they eat 10 times their body weight a day. So
they do. I didn't know that. Sometimes the cats catch some for us.
This was my favorite B movie when I was a little kid. I couldn't watch this thing, and it's a terrible movie, but I just loved it. Oh, here's a classic.
The Brain.
Oh, no, The Brain is on a different series. This is the...
What is that? That looks like a brain.
It is kind of... Imagine this thing crawling around on the floor like an inchworm. It's from a 1940s film called The Fiend Without a Face.
Oh, God.
Because these things were invisible, and they'd wrap around people's necks and strangle them. So...
Oh, my God. They were invisible? But
yeah.
You could see them.
Well, sometimes the audience could see them, and sometimes the audience couldn't see them.
Oh, really? Wow.
That was a lot of fun. Let's see if I can find something a little bit more current. Though I doubt if you saw this wonderful little gem. This is a movie called Prophecy it's sort of like an eco-disaster movie.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like, it got zapped, or it looks like it got zapped. Half of it got zapped or exposed to nuclear fallout or something.
Can you guess what this one is? Oops, it didn't pop up. Sorry. Where'd it go? Oh, this is from a British movie. It's called It.
Oh, it's called what?
It, with an exclamation mark.
It. Oh my God, it's It.
It starred Roddy McDowall. You know, so.
Oh my God. That was a long time. Is that Rodney McDowell right there?
No. Roddy played the bad guy. So. Can you guess the title of this one?
Reptile.
Actually,
Crocodile.
Reptile is a different one. This is the alligator people.
Alligator. Alligator people.
Where is Reptile? Let's see.
You're a funny guy, Mark.
Oh. So you didn't get, I got an email this morning. This is from the movie The Reptile.
Oh, jeez. An email this morning?
From a gal in Boston. Someone in the IFVP recommended me to her as a, on-site illustrator, for like doing ODI stuff. And so I sent her off an email letting her know what my experience is. I couldn't send her anywhere for a website because my website's currently down.
Oh, okay.
And
no, I didn't get it.
Okay, so maybe it was. I was just wondering if she was shopping around or if she just contacted only me, and she hasn't responded back.
There was a
email saying respond ASAP, and he's so you do, and then you expect.
Yeah, I know. There was somebody shopping around that contacted, I think, everybody. Probably, well, I had someone in Denver area refer me to them, or she emailed and said, I got contacted by this company. I was thinking of, excuse me, they're going to be in the Seattle area. I said, oh yeah, I've already been contacted by them. Well, and then they asked for other people's names. And so I sent them a bunch of names, and I, of course, contacted everybody here in the Seattle area. And half of them had already heard from the company. And I don't know who they ended up hiring. If they hired anybody. Because they didn't let us, they emailed me and said, thank you, for your information, et cetera, and we'll keep you in mind for future gigs.
I don't do that. I don't recommend other people aside from myself.
Well, I normally don't, but when they're saying, well, we're new to this and we want to, I'm like, at that point, I'm just like, whatever. Here, talk to these people.
I'll recommend other people when they need more than one person to participate.
Yeah.
Or if I'm not available. The last time something like that hit my plate, it was earlier this year, and I was really surprised that no one else had responded to they contacted me. I said, oh, we need you for a day. It'd be so great. We've been trying to get other graphic facilitators, but they're all busy. I said, I can understand that's a busy marketplace. And then they mentioned the date, and I went, oh, and they said, what? I said, I know what's coming. And they said, why? I said, that's the date of the IFVP conference. We're all going to DC that weekend.
Well, and there's a bunch of us up here in Seattle, And it would be a good idea to have like just a gathering sometime. Would you be interested in coming up?
Yeah, but it would have to be either on the weekend or fairly late in the evening because it's a one-car household down here.
Right.
And my wife, she commutes from Olympia, and I pick her up at like 6 o'clock, so I wouldn't even be able to leave town until 6:30. So it would be easier to do something on the weekend. I know most people like to do, or doing something midday, like a lunch.
Right. Oh, yeah. Midday might actually work for most of us.
Yeah.
You know, if we don't have a particular gig or something, that might be a good thing. We have done stuff on the weekends before too. So, but it's been a few years since we actually all got together. I've gotten together one-on-one or with a couple of people, but not as a group. So yeah, I've actually seen the Vancouver group more often because they're really good about getting together.
Yeah, they really are. I mean,
yeah, and so I've gone up there just because it's a quick ride really to go up to Vancouver. So anyway, the stuff I'm working on right now is I'm really trying to pivot away from doing just like live graphic recording and doing more facilitation and teaching and template development or studio work. So I'm doing a chart for an organization that's having its 40th anniversary next week. And I still have a couple of graphic recording gigs that with, you know, previous repeat clients. So I'm going to keep those, but and I'll probably go up to Anchorage again in February and do a week of work up there because that kind of it's like one of my anchor clients.
mm-hmm.
So, but I'm really working on repositioning myself to do more facilitation work. And what that means for me is trying to find a group or a company or a consultant who wants to partner because I'm tired of working by myself. So, I mean, so I appreciate like this conversation right here. And, you know, just because, and my studio is great here because I can see people when I go down the hall, you know, but I'm tired of working by myself. And I've run into that in the past where it's, you know, I've gotten kind of, it isn't so much the boring part, it's just that
you like to work in a team environment.
I like working with people. And so I'm tired of just being on the side, you know, and not being able to participate or not, you know, not having any kind of control over what's going on in the room. So not that, you know, anybody ever has control over what's going on in the room, but so anyway, so next week I am partnering with a colleague who is teaching an innovation and entrepreneurial a few sessions for a group, and she has asked me to come in and do graphic recording. And I said, you know, I can do that, and perhaps I can figure out a way to represent in some kind of a template that we can come up with. So it'll be more facilitation than just graphic recording. So I think what she had in mind was just plain graphic recording, but we're so unsure of what the circumstances are going to be. It's everything. It's a very last minute request. So we're both kind of up in the air as to what's going to happen. And then I'm meeting with some elementary school teachers to talk to them about using visuals in what they do with the kids. So this is all kind of new territory on that. But
I think I was approached by someone last year to do like a series of graphic recordings with teachers about how to use visuals with kids. But nothing came of it. It was sort of like they only wanted to do in the evening sessions for 2 hours at a time.
So this is actually an in-service day, so we're going to be able to have a more open agenda, and we're going to figure it out next week. So actually, I don't think it's next. It's not next Friday. It's Friday after. So we have some time to figure it out. But I found a book. I've been buying books. Like, I'm really nutty. Did you go to this? This is a book that I got from IFBP.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
Did you get that too? We happen to go to the same, or maybe they just sent it to everybody. I don't know.
I know that you had to sign up on a list to get it.
Right. I think it was a workshop or something. So, so I got that. Then I bought this one.
Oh, I have that one.
Which is, that's from Sam and Jennifer are both up in Vancouver. Oh wait, no, Jennifer's not.
I'm going to run in the other room and get a book that I think you have in the bathroom, because that's where I get most of my reading done.
Okay.
Well, I must have moved it and brought it in here. One of the facilitators I work with, his name is Lance Betancourt. And here we go. I found it. Lance is one of the best facilitators I know, and he wrote this book called Service Innovation. And it's about his methodology of finding out what the customer's unmet needs are.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And he has started a company called Lift PhD after he was done doing a lot of work with Stratogen. The guy who started Stratogen is a guy named Tony Ulwick, and he wrote a book called What Customers Want that really was a big influence on the industry. And I've got that one floating around here somewhere. But anyway, Lance got hired on at a new college, so I need to talk to his partners that took over Lift PhD, who were other ideation facilitators, because I really like doing ideation stuff.
Yeah, me too. Actually, that's a really good idea.
I have
Ideation.
A show and tell thing.
Okay.
So I saw an ad for this thing on Facebook. And
what is it?
And they were trying to sell these for $12 on Facebook. And I thought, I bet I could get it cheaper if I went to the source, because there are these companies that will buy stuff from a manufacturer who are online, but they'll resell them because they do better advertising. Okay, so it clamps to a desk, and what it does is it holds your phone. And so you can put this over where you're drawing, and do recordings of your drawings. I thought this would, I was thinking about, putting up a rod or something and a tripod, and I thought, wow, this is really simple. The only problem is trying to figure out, okay, what's it seeing?
Is it on?
Right. So, but I thought, and I got this with shipping for less than $5.
Wow.
So I thought, how can you beat that? But it's pretty fun looking. I kind of like that.
That is funny. And what is it attached? Does it attach to your desk? Does it have a clip or something? Oh, it has a clip.
Yeah, it has a clip right here.
Yep.
So it'll attach to a shelf, and this part has a swivel.
Uh-huh.
And
wow.
Tighten it up.
And that's what it's for?
Well, it's for grabbing phones. I think that it's used for people who want to, record themselves with their phone.
Oh, usually it's facing you. Yeah, yeah.
But
right.
I figured good for my needs, just
right. And are you trying to do something like an RSA video or something?
Yeah, I want to do like just a little video of me drawing something on the fly to show how quickly I can draw, because I draw really fast when I'm doing ideation illustrations. I want to just kind of throw that out there.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, so. And
that's pretty cool.
Can't go wrong with $5.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Well, we were just talking about how we could use our phones, but how we needed some kind of a thing to hold it. That's
I got this.
Funny.
I got this other thing. I got this thing through a Kickstarter, and what it is, it's a steel cable recharger.
Yeah.
Someone decided with a really thick cord on the end of it. Someone made this, came up with this idea because they wanted to have something that their cats couldn't chew through. But what you do is you put it in a circle on the bottom.
Right. Yep.
And then you put your phone in it, like yay. That one. Yeah. Yeah. And then it's pretty much at the right height for doing a FaceTime conference. So
right.
Holding the phone. Yeah, it's pretty. And I got it for, $20. I thought, and the main reason I got it is because I have a cat that its diet was my cable. It just chew through them. I was worried about my poor little kitty getting zapped to death.
And then of course, losing the ability to recharge your phone.
So I've had that for a while. They made them now with stronger cables and also with stronger little ports for the phones with the smaller adapters. So it's not just wobbling on the end of the stick, So.
Right, yeah.
And then but they were the first people to come out with a metal cable. Now you can see some other cables. What I was seeing at the Washington State Fair was phone recharging cables. You could get, I think 3 of them for $40, and they were like 10 feet long, so that you know how right now they're like only 3 feet long, and that's
right. Yeah, about.
Plug it into your outlet and have it next. It has to be down by the base of your bed, or
Yep. That's right.
And I would have bought some like that, but they're all with the new adapters, the little tiny ones, and. That's my 5-minute warning.
Is that your wife saying there's a lot of traffic on the road?
No, that's me just knowing that I have to stop this because I have to leave in 5 minutes.
Okay.
You know what? She hasn't texted me more than twice since you've been gone to let me know that the traffic has been busy.
Well, maybe next time Tim will actually show up.
I'm wondering if maybe his morning got very busy on him, or maybe he couldn't get in for some reason. And I know that Phil had something else he had to do this week.
All right, and let's see. And I think so. Next week I can't do it because Thursday evening is when I'm going to be at the 40th anniversary of this group that I'm building a chart for. So, and I'm going to be at the event. So,
that's not Washington State Lawyers for the Arts, is it? Or did that?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you're going to be doing that for them. Awesome.
Yeah. Are you coming to the event?
No, it's at that bad time for me where I have to.
That's right. That's right.
I really love Washington Lawyers for the Arts, and it would be fun to go there.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could, isn't there like a park and ride where you could go leave the car for your wife?
Yeah, but then how do I get there? I would have to take
the train. The train, maybe?
Yeah, I could take the train. I'd have to leave the car at the train park and ride, and she'd have to take 2 more buses to get down there. So.
Oh, ick. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
She might
well, anyway, yeah. I just I've been a member of WLA for a few years, and so when they were having it, I thought, I'll do a timeline. And so they sent me the information, and it's hardly anything. So I met with the guy this morning, and we kind of came up with a plan for it. So it'll be really cool.
I'm very excited. I would love to see a time-lapse video of your timeline being constructed.
Nah, you don't want to see that. It's going to be nasty. I'm not going to do it. I've done a few of those time-lapse things, and yeah, it's goofy.
Well, I will.
No, I've got my sketches already, but it's. I'll show you my sketch. So.
If my wife ends up staying home sick, or ends up coming or staying home that day, I will definitely come up. I'll see if.
Oh, that'd be good. Here it is. Here's the.
Oh, wow.
Kind of messy. This is that was the first, and took some more notes.
That event's been held at the.
This is the second version.
Oh, nice.
This is the second version. So after we had a conversation, because it's really the timeline, they don't really have a lot of big key moments, and so it's more that it started small, and it's kind of didn't do a whole lot in the first few years, but they did some stuff, and then it kind of got quiet, and then they resurged, and now they've got this big, huge. So a big part of the chart is going to be this open area where the label is going to be what's next for WLA.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be an opportunity for people to write stuff on sticky notes and then put them up, and we'll pre-populate with a few ideas, but then people can just write whatever they want.
Will that be held at the Columbia Tower Club?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I will see what. Oh, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you gotta go.
I gotta go, and
okay. Good to see you.
Maybe I won't do this. Maybe I'll be seeing you next week at the event.
Yeah, it won't be I won't be. Yeah, this is next Thursday evening.
Okay.
All right, so maybe we'll see you there.
Okay. Bye, Ann. See you.